Hey, so today I'm going to be sewing again, and today's idea is basically a little pouch. So the reason why I'm doing this is because my sister needs a pencil case, and I think I can make one. So for this, we need a zipper and two pieces of fabric. So I got this like really thin fabric, and you can see here how I didn't have fabric scissors at the time. So now I will be using fabric scissors to make sure that the lines are straight and not all jaggedy like this. And then this is the outer layer basically. So I think I'm going to play myself a little bit because ideally or usually I feel like what people would do is just connect the top, the sides, and then kind of fold it together, put the zipper, and you're all done. But I don't want the image to be backwards at any point. So my plan is to make sure that this section right here and this section down here are visible straight up. And this part here, I feel like I can keep it as is in the sense of like, I don't need to cut this. I just need to make sure that this part's connected correctly. So it might be a little bit challenging. I'm definitely going to cut around it. So the way I'm going to do it, and I'll be sure to add the videos and like make it faster, but I'm just going to cut around what I can see and make it bigger just in case I do mess up in any way, and we can make sure that there's no issues. But it's a learning process. I'm obviously doing this for like the second time. Yesterday I did fix some holes in my boyfriend's shirts, so that worked well. And I also need to do the bobbin and like threading all this stuff, so I'll show that as well because I know that some people don't necessarily understand how to do it, and it's like one of the harder parts for like beginners. So I'll help the way I can, but again, I am not a tutorial thing. This is me just in case future kids or family members want to learn from me. This is me putting it out there. So yeah, let's get to cutting. Now that I have my plan, like I said, I did give myself some extra space just because I don't necessarily know how well I'm gonna get like the the closing of it all, but this is the idea. I'm gonna start here and then we'll add this in after. So little by little. Right now though, I am going to be taking out the black thread I have here, taking it out through the top like so, and I'll give a better angle shortly. But this is the thread I had on here, and then down here, which I think you can kind of see, I'll try to see if I can zoom in, but this is where I'm going to be taking out the bobbin like this, and this is the black one because again yesterday I was working on my boyfriend's shirts and it was black on black. So I believe this came with extra bobbins, which it did. So I'm gonna do a quick show on how to do it, but first and foremost, which I think you can maybe see from here, I'm gonna attach this little clear one onto this, but we'll give a different viewpoint in a second. I can tell that the little places that I've got it for work. Obviously, I probably should have tried to do it in a straight line, but I was just focused on making sure that the three worked for what I was wanting to do, and it does. So my plan right now is to kind of just go over the bottom, first, and then we'll slowly start incorporating the other ones, just because I do want the bottom to be separate from the white part. And when I say the bottom, I mean the bottom of how this is gonna look. So I'm gonna connect the two bottoms on here. So let's give that a try. Okay, this bit, I just did it for fun because I wanted to see how much space I actually can sew down here. So I think this one I might have made it a little too tall, because when I do put it over, I'm kind of like just making it when I do it right at the line. As you can see, I did pin these. I do want to try to go for an invisible zipper, so that's why I did it this way. Safe to say, this needs to be slightly longer. It is a little crooked, but that's because I do want this to look a little bit more straight. So that was my idea there, but safe to say, I do have to work on this just a little bit more, but let's take a look. I just finished doing this and I completely did not record. So here is the end of it basically. Let's see how it got, but like I said, I did the same stitching for the whole thing. And I think we did it. Yay. Okay, so here is the bottom, or what will be the bottom, and I think it looks good. I obviously need to cut this bit and make it straight, because I mean it's straight for what I wanted it. It's not straight for obviously how I have it, but this was what we were working with and how I kind of wanted it to stay. So that looks amazing, and this is what it will be like. So I'll get some better shots in a bit, but this is kind of how the bag's gonna look. I'm honestly loving it. Woo! Okay, so I finished this little section right here. I was able to flatten it. Obviously it's not the best, but we got some stuff done. So now it's time to add this side. I don't know whether I should do the zipper or the sides first, so I'm gonna play around with it and then that we have the final product. Woo! So this is how it turned out. I will say I figured out some things that I didn't do 100% correctly, which is fine. I will say it would have been easier to do like the sides a little bit better. This kind of just stayed like that because I can't figure out how to get it under. But it closes nicely, like so, opens. I do think it wouldn't hurt for me to, like, I don't know, put some nail polish or something. That way the little pieces don't keep coming out, because it sheds a lot. I don't know if you can see these, but it's just like really easy for it to shed. And I kind of tried to make sure that that wouldn't happen, but you know, it's my first go around, so there's still some loose ends that I need to just cut and kind of polish throughout. But overall, I think it looks pretty darn cute, and I think it will hold my sister's pencils. So let me know what you think. This was kind of a long project, but honestly, very fun, very worth it. And yeah, let's see what I end up doing next. Bye.